สนับสนุนโดยหนังดี .com neverage.com ศูนย์แพทย์ทางเลือกหมอสุรพันธ์รักษาโรคเบาหวานตับความดันมะเร็งด้วยสมุนไพรสวนนงนุชการ์เด้นแอนด์รีสอร์ทพัทยาร้านชั้นขนมหวานสวัสดีครับคุณผู้ชมครับขอต้อนรับท่านเข้าสู่รายการ TheMovies กับผม Henry Tran นะครับจะดูหนังให้สนุกต้องรู้ลึกรู้จริงรู้แจ้งกับผมทุกเช้าวันเสาร์ในเวลาดีๆแบบนี้นะครับทางช่อง MVtv Family เป็นประจำตอนนี้ขออนุญาตเปิดรายการในการเสิร์ฟออเดิร์ฟของไฮไลท์ประจำสัปดาห์กันได้แล้วครับ
Introduction to Napoleon in this movie is him crossing the wall in Berlin, and as he crosses the wall, he's on a mission to go collect this one girl of this fantastically so talented rocket scientist, a nuclear scientist, and in this mission to retrieve her, he is intercepted by Ilya, and Ilya is the Russian spy. He's working for the KGB.
I think you should look out the window.
You can't be serious.
He is quite happy to kill me, but he wants to keep Gabby alive. And that's our first initial meeting.
I get to take a character that everybody knows, Reed Richards, and we get to take him 20 years before. I think he just wants to be the first to be able to do something that nobody has done before.
Don't blow up.
Whenever you're the smartest person in the room, that's a lot of power.
Where'd the car go? I don't know yet. You're insane. Thanks.
In high school, all he wants to do is build this quantum gate.
You may want to cover your ears.
It kind of works, but not really.
I think you've cracked interdimensional travel.
And then I get...
You do know that stealing's a crime, don't you, Katya? I'm John Smith.
John Smith is a fascinating character. He has no allegiance to anyone, only getting the job done. At the core of the story is Agent 47's mission to track this girl named Katya Van Dies. It turns out that she has latent abilities that have been genetically engineered. She doesn't know it.
Look, I know this is going to sound strange because it is. He's an engineer, a human being.
And right now, the only thing standing between you and him is me.
John Smith promises to protect her from 47.
Paper Down is the story about a boy named Quentin who has grown up in love with his neighbor, Margot Roth Spiegelman.
My character, Quentin's somebody who plays it safe and is smart and focused.
They are completely opposite in the way they live their lives.
Margot is a creature of instinct who doesn't think a lot about consequences, but does have a tremendous amount of fun.
Ta-da!
Can't believe you just did that.
She says she just needs to borrow his car, but I think it's more than that.
Can't get arrested tonight. Or ever.
We're not breaking and entering.
วันนี้นะครับในช่วง At Hollywood นั้นภูมิใจนำเสนอนะครับเรื่องราวของ The Man from U.N.C.L.E นะครับภาพยนตร์แนวสายลับแอคชั่นคอมเมดี้ที่ผสมผสานดาราระดับแถวหน้าถึง2คนนะครับคนแรกคือ Henry Cavill จาก Man of Steel คนที่2คือ Armie Hammer พระเอกจาก The Lone Ranger มาประกบคู่ในผลงานการกำกับของผู้กำกับ Sherlock Holmes นั่นคือ Guy Ritchie ที่นำเอาทีวีซีรีส์ยุค 60 ชื่อดังนะครับภายใต้ชื่อเดียวกันมาประยุกต์แล้วก็นำสู่ยุคเรโทรที่ไม่ล้าสมัยและนำสมัยได้ซ้ำไปกับลีลาการเติมแต่งสีสันให้กับภาพยนตร์เรื่อง The Man from U.N.C.L.E วันนี้เรามีบทสัมภาษณ์ดารา2คนนี้บวกกับฉากในหนังมาฝากคุณผู้ชมทางบ้านเชิญชมกันได้แล้วครับช่วง At Hollywood สนับสนุนโดยกล้องวงจรปิดวาตาชิ
You told me this was going to be a simple extraction. They were waiting for me. What was waiting for me was barely human. It tore the back off my car.
Grow a spine, Solo.
Napoleon Solo comes from, well, his father was an Irish janitor in America. And then he got into the black market, and he was dealing antiques in the black market. And the CIA then jumped in and said, instead of going to jail, how about you work for us? Because you're clearly good at what you do.
People who designed this model are not very good at stealing things. I, however, am.
Did you deactivate the alarm?
Model 7010 doesn't have an alarm.
Loving your work, cowboy.
Ilya Kuryakin in Our Man from U.N.C.L.E. he's just a classic KGB spy. He grew up in the system, grew up in the Soviet Union. His lifelong goal has always been to be an operative for the KGB, and now he has it, and he has risen through the ranks, and he's become sort of their top operative. He's very by the books. He's very much a calculating, cold spy.
Introduction to Napoleon in this movie is him crossing the wall in Berlin, and as he crosses the wall, he's on a mission to go collect this one girl of this fantastically so talented rocket scientist, a nuclear scientist, and in this mission to retrieve her, he is intercepted by Ilya, and Ilya is the Russian spy. He's working for the KGB.
I think you should look out the window.
You can't be serious.
He is quite happy to kill me, but he wants to keep Gabby alive. And that's our first initial meeting, which is followed shortly by us being introduced by our separate bosses. And he proceeds to kick living daylights out of me. And this is how he ends up working for the CIA, very reluctantly. But for him, it's certainly better than being in jail, because it means he can still skim money off the top and wear nice suits and wear nice shoes and ties and stuff.
And he's just thrust into this position that he hates, and there's nothing he can do about it. And this guy he's working with, this Napoleon Solo, he's so unorthodox. He doesn't follow the rules. It doesn't seem like he even knows there are rules. As much as I might look at, or as much as Ilya might look at Solo and be like, this guy is an amateur. He doesn't even know what he's doing. One of them is looking this way and wants to go that way, and the other one is saying, nope, you're wrong. This is the way we have to go. And they can't escape each other. And at the end, they sort of realize that that is something that makes them a good team.
The thing is, I work better alone.
I work better alone too.
Okay, I'll let you tag along.
At the same time, he just broke us into this secure facility with a paperclip. Like, that's pretty impressive. You know, so they end up being a good team despite the differences.
Gentlemen, can you hear me? Well, now, if the Nazis are due to take delivery of this bomb at 0800, that gives us a luxurious 14 hours in which to seize the item, secure the warhead, and winkle out poor Professor Teller. Terrific. A little early.
What is that?
It's an aircraft carrier, Kuryakin. For a special agent, you're not having a very special day, are you?
It's part of centrifuge for refining uranium. I am not staying here. Where are you gonna go? Swimming.
แอดฮอลลีวูดเรื่องต่อไปก็ไม่แพ้กันนะครับเป็นภาพยนตร์ที่นำเอาซูเปอร์ฮีโร่วัยทีน4พลานุภาพไม่ว่าจะเป็นพลังยืดหยุ่นพลังเพลิงและพลังล่องหนหรือพลังหินนั้นมารวมตัวกันเป็น Fantastic Four ผลงานของผู้กำกับจอร์จ ทรังนะครับจาก Chronicles ที่นำเอาซูเปอร์ฮีโร่กลุ่มนี้นะครับที่เก่าแก่ที่สุดของ Marvel นำมาสร้างเป็นภาพยนตร์ใหญ่ยักษ์โดย 20th Century Fox กับเบื้องหลังการถ่ายทำชุดล่าสุดเชิญชมกันได้แล้วครับช่วง at Hollywood
When I grow up, I want to be the first person in human history to teleport himself.
You know, when you're that intelligent, there's few people that can understand you. I get to take a character that everybody knows, Reed Richards, and we get to take him 20 years before. I think he just wants to be the first to be able to do something that nobody has done before.
Don't blow up.
Whenever you're the smartest person in the room, that's a lot of power.
Where'd the car go? I don't know yet. You're insane. Thanks.
In high school, all he wants to do is build this quantum gate.
You may want to cover your ears.
It kind of works, but not really.
I think you've cracked interdimensional travel.
And then I get recruited to go to Baxter, which is like a magnet school for child prodigies.
You want to be famous?
I just want my work to make a difference.
You basically ripped a hole in the fabric of space-time with no supervision.
That was an accident.
Once the Quantum Gate 2 project is finished, we'll have control.
So, I guess I should come up with something better than one small step for man.
Strap in and get comfy, kids. We're about to make history.
Yeah, or die. Either or.
All right, gentlemen. Hands and feet must remain inside the ride at all times.
Don't blow up. Don't blow up.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to hear before going into another dimension.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. What we now refer to as the Baxter incident occurred almost 3 years ago.
The Quantum Gate was a top-secret project that attempted to transport physical beings into an alternate dimension known as Planet Zero and have them return again. Due to a tragic set of circumstances, the accident claimed 1 life. 4 others survived.
These survivors all exhibited unique physical conditions. We've been able to manipulate these conditions into extraordinary abilities.
Sue Storm, adoptive daughter of Baxter founder Dr. Franklin Storm, developed ability to control light rays and render herself invisible. Johnny Storm, son of Dr. Franklin Storm, gained power to manipulate fire. Ben Grimm, childhood friend of Reed Richards, skin mutated to rock, providing superhuman strength. Reed Richards, child prodigy, highly advanced IQ, body and limbs develop an elastic capability. Individually, there are challenges to overcome, but we believe that together, these 4 will be an unprecedented weapon for the security of the free world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is only the beginning.
They are dangerous and powerful, which makes them extremely valuable to the government.
You promised me you wouldn't use my kids as weapons.
You think you've had power handed to you? You don't know anything about what's coming.
What is coming? Doom.
This is our chance to make a difference.
We're family.
If we do this, we do it our way.
What if we say no? Say yes.
This is the end of your world and the beginning of mine.
He's stronger than any of us. He's not stronger than all of us.
พักชมโฆษณาสักครู่ครับ เดี๋ยวเรากลับมาพบกับช่วงต่อไปของ At Hollywood ครับ